Proverbs 18:16. A man's gift maketh room for him and places him among great men. Now, in my previous video, I talked a lot about how to find a career, such as I'm a teen or young adult, I don't have a degree right now, I'm thinking about going to college, but I'm not sure what to do. That's what that video was about. In this video, I want to get into something very important and something that has benefited me a lot. Finding your gift. Finding that thing that it just seems to come natural to you. That thing that you can do better than average. That thing that you're gifted at. For me, it was public speaking. It was taking all the things I know and delivering it to people in a way that they want to hear. In other words, what is your gift? Now, a lot of people, when they hear that, they think I need to be talented at some incredible thing. I'm not an NBA player. I'm not a fast runner. I'm not athletic. I'm not super smart. I'm not all these things, and they minimize themselves. But the first thing you need to understand is, as always, for those who like watching my videos, y'all know what I'm about to do, draw my stick figures. The first thing you need to understand is that somewhere in here, you have a gift. It's somewhere in there. But the problem is that we often allow, the outside world, music, TV, other people, the news, our home environment, the experiences we went through, and so many more things. We allow all of that to convince us that we don't have a gift. We allow it to convince us that I'm not enough, that I'm not capable, that I'm not smart, that I don't have something. And this goes back to a story in the Bible. It's the story of the talents. So without going into all the details of it, there was this master, this king, ruler, think of that. And he had these servants. And he gave them all a talent. Now, back at that time, a talent was an amount of money. So he gives them some money. And he tells all of them, hey, I'm going to go away. And when I come back, show me what you did with it. So some of them, they get 3. Others got 10. Others got 5. And one of them got 1. Now, the man who had 5, he said, hey, I turned 5 into 10. I multiplied it. The one who got 3 turned 3 into 6. And the one who only had 1 talent, he buried it because he was afraid that he'd lose it. And the master was really upset about that because I gave you something, but you didn't use it. So in the same way, each of us had been given a gift, a talent, a ability, something that we're better than most at. And it's up to us to figure out what that thing is and use it. And underneath all the things of what you should be and all the things that you've been through and all the things that people have said you're not good at and you're not enough and you're not smart, underneath all of that is your gift. So, one of the first things we need to do is step back from all of that. We need to step back from allowing the outside world to tell us who we are. How do we do that, Lawrence? First step, get yourself a journal. You can purchase them, link in the description. I sell journals. I have a guided journal where it has you ask questions about yourself, figure out what am I proud of, things that I love about myself, all of that. You can purchase a journal that I've pre-made below, or you can just go to the dollar store and buy a blank notebook and a pen. And you're going to start getting to know yourself. This is like a thought bubble now. You're going to start getting to know yourself. And you're going to ask yourself questions like, what do I enjoy? What am I good at? And if you have a hard time figuring out what you're good at, you can think about, what do people tell you that you're good at? For example, you might think, I'm an okay cook. Like, I'm all right at cooking. But your family tells you very often that, wow, like, this is really good. Your friends tell you when you've cooked for them that this tastes really good. Maybe your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend, current partner, past partner, whoever, said you're really good at cooking. That is probably your gift. That might be your thing. But Lawrence, I'm not Gordon Ramsay. I'm not, a professional chef. You don't have to be. We all start somewhere. Your gift doesn't come to you fully formed. It comes to you as a seed. And you water that seed and it grows. So the gift is like potential. You have to unwrap it, feed it, and allow it to develop. That's what happened with me. When I was 15 and I first started making these videos, I asked myself the question of, what am I good at? Running my mouth. When I was in 3rd grade, I had this teacher. Her name was Miss Kim. And she told my mom, he's a really good student. He just won't stop talking. And all throughout school, that's what my teacher would say. He's a great student, does his homework, does his tests. He just loves talking. Super talkative. And when I graduated high school, my award was most talkative. So, is it a surprise that I became a public speaker? No, it's not surprising. It's like, that's his gift. And as the Bible says, your gift will make room for you. Now, of course, for those who have been watching my videos for a while, you know this, but I just want to throw it out there. I don't quote the Bible as like the one and only way, the one and only word of God. I just use it as a book of wisdom, a book of information. It's simply information. So, knowing that my gift will make room for me, after we figured out, like, what's my seed, like, what's my edge, what's my thing. Some people, it could be athletics. Other people, it could be singing. Other people, it could be comedy, public speaking, cooking, taking care of kids. You're really good with animals, so like dog walking or something. You might be really good with computers. You might be really good at math. Whatever your thing is. Everyone has a thing. You have to figure it out. Now, once you've figured that out, and you've figured out, okay, what's my gift? You look and say, where can I apply this? Because that gift will make room for you. Again, using myself as an example, this is 15-year-old Lawrence, right? That's me right there. I'm a stick figure. And I asked myself, okay, I really like talking. Like, my gift is speaking. It's writing. It's doing these things. Where can I apply this? I took that and I put it on YouTube. So this is me with my iPhone and a tripod. I'm not an artist, okay? I'm not sure if y'all understand this, but I am not an artist. That's me right there, my iPhone, making my first videos. And at first, it looks really sloppy. It looks really messy. When you first figure out your gift and you start putting it out there, it's not going to be perfect. That's one of the things that stops most people. They're waiting for everything to be perfect. They're waiting for the right time. They're waiting to have it all together. If I didn't start making these videos when all I had was an iPhone, I wouldn't have the camera. I wouldn't have the computer. I wouldn't have the ring light. And I wouldn't have the office building. if I sat and I waited until, I'm going to start doing this when people hire me. I'm going to start when people hire me. I'm going to make videos when my channel is monetized. I'm going to write books when people buy them. You have to take the gift and put it out there, and then it'll make room for you. This is how I've ended up on over 100 podcasts. I've spoken around the country. I've written a bunch of books. I've done a lot of great things. And that's not me bragging. It's simply me showing this is possible. Other people that we can look to as an example, think about a musician, such as your favorite rapper or your favorite singer or whoever. Imagine if Billie Eilish never posted her music to SoundCloud. Imagine if Justin Bieber's mom never posted him singing on YouTube. Imagine if Kendrick Lamar never got in the studio. Think about that. You have a gift. It's there. It's in you. It's like a seed in the ground. You just have to water it. And when you water it and it sprouts, it makes room for you. It's going to be that thing that is so normal to you that it seems just basic, but it's not. It's something that is natural for you. Like, not a lot of people can get behind this camera and make videos. Now, yeah, there's a lot of people who make YouTube videos and public speakers and whatnot, but everyone does it a little bit different. People who like my videos, they like my way, my style, my flow, my tonality, the way I do it. So your gift could be music. We'll use that example. Well, Lawrence, there's millions of people making music on SoundCloud and TikTok and all that, but they're not you. They don't do it how you do it. They don't do it how you do it. And when you stop trying to be other people, because it's okay to get inspiration, it's okay to feel inspired, but a lot of the time what happens is we think that I have to do it how the biggest people in the industry do. I have to make music how my favorite rapper makes music. I have to dance how my favorite dancer does. I have to write how my favorite author does, or cook how Gordon Ramsay does it. But no, you do it how you do it. And your gift makes room for you. This is why with music, there's so many genres. You have rap, R&B, rock, pop, jazz, soul, different languages, K-pop, EDM, trap, house, disco, punk. There's thousands of music genres. And it's the same thing for you, where your gift, whatever it is, makes room for you when you do it your way. You can learn, you can get inspired by other people, you can take bits and pieces and influence, but you have to do your thing your way. Now, to close things out, I want to give you a more practical way of doing this. So, now that you know what the gift is, and you're taking action, so that might be practicing, it might be going to the studio, it might mean dancing, it might mean watching cooking tutorials and learning new recipes. Whatever the work is, now what you do is you figure out, where can I take it? So this could be your vehicle. Let's think of building, right? This is like the structure of how you're going to do it. Bear with me now. So this is you over here, and you've got your gift, and this is the place where all the opportunities are. I'm going to make this bigger for you. Yeah, I'm going to make this bigger so you can actually see it. So this is you, and you have your God-given talent, your gift, your unique thing, your ability. And what you're trying to do is take this skill, this ability, this talent, and give it to the world. So practically what that looks like is you might put it on YouTube. So for me, making online content. Other people, it could be you go and perform on a stage. Let's draw like a bunch of little stick figure people. They're all over in the crowd, and you're up on the stage with the microphone. That might be you performing at local events. It might mean you tutoring people. Because your gift might be that you're really good at math. So you become a math tutor or something. It could be anything really, quite literally. You just have to figure out, what is my gift? How can I give it to the world? Like, how can I take it and put it out there and keep showing up? In that process, you might feel afraid. You might feel nervous. You might feel like, people are going to judge me. What are they going to think about me? What if people say things? But the truth is that the people talking about you are people on the sidelines. They're the people in the bleachers. You're the one on the court. When you take your gift and you put it out there, you're playing the game. The people who are like, look at this guy. Let them laugh. Let them judge. Let them think whatever they're going to think. You're too busy actually taking your gift and allowing it to make room for you. You're focused on getting better, showing up, and putting it out there each and every day. What that means is that people will judge. People will have opinions about you. You might feel nervous. You might feel afraid. You might feel like, but I'm not good enough to start. Well, you don't got to be perfect to start. You got to start to get better. You have to start, take action, learn, practice, get better, and then over time, you look back and you see that I'm a lot better than when I was when I started, because I took my gift, I watered it, I gave it the right soil and fertilizer and sunlight, and it bloomed. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you're looking for one-on-one coaching, link in the description, as well as my books and products. If you want me to be a guest on your podcast or speak at your school or youth organization, you can contact me at lawrence@lawrencecharris.com. Have a good one.